All right, guys, I picked up another collection. This was a fun one, and I'm gonna need your help again. We're gonna pick which keys we send off to CGC. Stay tuned. All right, guys, we're gonna hop in the car, go take a look at this collection. But first, if you please, hit the subscription button, hit the notification bell. If you enjoy the video, hit the thumbs up. I'm gonna need your comments below. We're gonna go over the keys at the end of the video, and I'll explain all of that as we get there. But first, let me explain. I've told a lot of people numerous times that word of mouth is the best way to find collections, and this one came word of mouth. I purchased a collection from someone. This person happened to know that person. Bada bing, bada boom. Information is shared. I'm contacted. The next thing you know, I'm in the car. I'm heading over there to look at these books, and I want to apologize ahead of time. I did not record in the person's house. To be completely honest, I forgot. I forgot to record. It's been a while since I picked up a collection, and, things were going, but we will go over the cost of the collection. We're going to go over the keys at the end, and I did do a little flipping through the boxes in the garage, so we are going to hop in the car right now and then go through some books. All right, guys, we are heading down to look at another collection today. I'm pretty sure it's like 10 or so short boxes, a few long boxes, 80s and 90s. Yeah, we'll see what it's like. All right, guys, so we got it. There's boxes everywhere. Super nice dude. I'm gonna get into some details about this one because this was a lot of fun, and it's always nice to deal with a nice person. So let's get these books home, pull some keys out, and talk about them. All right, guys, I've got everything in the house here. What do we have? 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15 short boxes. And look, check this out. He had a whole bunch of cards, packs of cards. So I'll give a bunch of these things out during a live show or something in the future. G.I. Joe cards and Marvel cards and DC cards. We'll give those out. He also had 6. Nope, that's a lie. 2, 4, 6, 8 long boxes. So I wasn't able to record there. We'll go through a couple of these really quick here. Strawberry shortcake number 1s. What I'm hoping to do too is pull out 25 high grade books for a pre-screen just out of this collection. That's missing a cover. As well as pull out some keys. We'll go over some keys at the end of the video, and maybe we'll have you guys choose what books to send to CGC. I like those. A bunch of them. Ooh. I like those too. Some Swamp Thing, 23, 24, no 25. Tales to Astonish. I don't know what's missing. A little chunk of something missing over there on Iron Man's arm. Oh, I like that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 of those. And then we have issue 3 and the movie. Thanos Quest. Ooh, that book is beat up. Thundercats number 1. That's nice. If that's in high grade, we'll get that out there to CGC as well. Time to Run. Spire Christian Comics, 39 cents. Gotta say, that one stumped me. I'll be 100% honest with you. The conditions of these... That's a nice book. Condition of these books are not great. The seller told me that his father had bought out a store a long time ago. That looks good. We'll see under a better light if it's even a 9.8. So his father bought out a comic shop, and as I was looking through all of this stuff, I couldn't get over how poor the quality of these books were, condition-wise. And all I could think about is maybe this guy went out of business because his stuff was such low grade. Yeah, that looks like a $20 book, right? Come on. Maybe 30 years ago. because I couldn't get over the condition. And I'm not talking about the older stuff, right? I mean, what can you do about the condition of the older stuff? I'm talking about the stuff off the rack. 2 particular books, and we'll talk about them later. Well, 1 book, just 2 copies of it. We'll talk. There you go. 1, 2. That's nice. 3 of those. 3 issues of 3. 1 issue of 4. This is the stuff. We're talking early to mid 90s that this guy's shop was bought out, and like, there's no excuse for having books that off the rack as a comic book store owner in bad shape. You see, this is in alphabetical order. We're on W's. Here's some nice X Factors 1s. X Factor 5, this first cameo of Apocalypse, and to go with it, the first Apocalypse. Oh, first Archangel. The previous book was for... Oh, here we go. Can you tell it was a 90s comic shop? Look at this. Can you tell? Woo! Anyone need an X-Force 1? People ask me, is X-Force 1 worth anything? Well, I don't know. You tell me. Oh, yeah, an X-Force 2. Look at all those. Oh, okay. So, got a bunch of those. Let me shove this back in here. And we'll pop this off. We'll put it right here. So, I believe these are in alphabetical order. These should be, yeah, we're into X-Men now. So, nice Silver Age X-Men 32, X-Men 124. Oh, here's a nice book, 129. You're selling that for $11. I bet you a lot of people would like to pay $11 for that book now. 137, 139. Here, look, the second part of Days of Future Past. I'll pull a chunk of these out in a second here. 148, 148, 149. Not in great shape. Can you see the waves across the top? I mean, come on. 150. Get these out of here. Here we go. All right. Here we go. 54. 758. There's Rogue. Binary. Nice book. Another one. Nice book here. Nice run of X-Men here. Forge. First Forge. 1, 2 of them. This one's beat up. You can see across the top. Again, we may struggle to find 25 books to send out of this collection for a pre-screen. We will go over the price at the end. And, oh man. Beat up. Another one, not in great shape. Another one, not in great shape. Oh, man, this is in terrible shape as well. First Baby Bishop, right? Or Cable. First Baby Cable. Great cover. Oh, that's another good one. We'll have to check these real close. Try to find 25. But there's going to be some keys in here we're going to send out as well. And again, if you guys stick around to the end of the video, we'll vote on them. Again, like we've done in previous videos. I'll try to pull all the keys, we'll go over them, and then make a decision on which ones go and which ones don't. Okay. Yep, here we go. Bishop. What we got? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 first Bishops. Some annuals. Oh boy, here we go. I remember looking through this. Look at all this. X-Men 1s, right? Can you tell this was a 90s shop? You saw, what, all the X Factor, or the X-Forces. Now you see the X-Men 1s. Look at this. Come on. See? Wonder why it's the highest selling book of all time. Look at that. All right, we're not going to go through much more. That's pretty much it. I'm going to start pulling keys, and we'll go over them. All right, guys, you just saw me flip through some stuff. You saw some good stuff. You saw some not so good stuff. So quickly about this collection, it was purchased years and years ago by this guy's father from a comic book shop that was closing. I have my assumptions why I think this comic book shop was closing. Number one, actually my only assumption is, well, first of all, a lot of comic shops closed in the 90s, right? But these books aren't in very high grade. And I don't even mean an ASM 129, okay? It's okay if it's not in high grade. I get it. It's from the 70s. These books were read. Same with the 60s. Just show you one more. First Norman Osborn, right? I get it. They don't need to be in high grade. But when you're a comic shop in the early 90s and your books from the early 90s, which we're going to go over a couple, are not kept in good shape, that's on you, man. And that's not this guy's fault. He told me, he took care of everything, bagged, boarded, organized, nice tight boxes. Everything looked good, but we'll get into it. So what I need from you, help from you. I'm going to show you 18 books. Again, the first two actually were not, that you already saw. These don't count. These are going to go to CGC. Okay. First Norman Osborn, first Punisher. These are going to go to CGC. Now I'm going to show you 18 books. I want you guys to vote for 5 in the comments below that you want me to send to CGC. All right. I'm going to send 9 of this 18. So half of these are going to go to CGC. It's all going to be up to you guys to decide which half. So let me run through these quickly, and I'll talk about the price too at the end of the I not only will talk about the price, but I'm also pulling out 25 books from this collection to send out for a pre-screen 9.8. It's a struggle to find 25. It's a struggle to find 25 books that I think are coming back 9.8 that are worth sending. But I don't want this video to go on too long. So quickly, Wolverine #1. This is his first solo ongoing title. This book is probably like a 9.2. All right. This book came out in 1988. It shouldn't look like this at a comic book shop. Brave and the Bold 200. This is the first Katana. All right. This book, maybe an 8.0. Batman 357. First Jason Todd. Batman 457. This is the first time Tim Drake, I believe, is in the Robin costume. But this is important. The reason this book is important is because this particular issue is an error. If you open to the first page, down below, you're going to see Batman issue number 000. This book came in error a lot. Now, there is a unicorn version of this book. I believe it is the second print newsstand error. You got all that? Very difficult to find. I don't think there's more than 10 or 20 that have been found, but that's the second print. This is the first print. It is an error, and it's high grade, so this is on the list as well. I have 2 of these. If this gets voted in, I'll take the higher of the 2 grades. This is Omega Men 3, first appearance of Lobo. Transformers #1. We've had this in a 9.8 before. This will not be a 9.8. Transformers #1. Uncanny X-Men 142. It's the second part of Days of Future Past. This book looks pretty good. Maybe a 9.92. Uncanny X-Men 129. We've talked about how hot this book is. First Hellfire Club, first Kitty Pryde, I believe, first Emma Frost. This is probably an 8.0, 8.5-ish newsstand, but on the list. Again, you're voting for 5. I'm going to send 9. Top 9. First Rocket Raccoon in comics, not the Satana book. All right, newsstand, not in great shape. Not in great shape. Here's a hot one. Daredevil 168 first. Elektra, again, newsstand. Not high grade. Now, these next 2 books is what got me really frustrated with this collection. And when I tell you what I paid for it, you'll understand why. This comic shop is from the early 90s, right? When I bought in the early 90s, these 2 books right here came out when this guy had this shop. These books are not high grade. They're maybe... First of all, you can vote for this, and I will only send this one to CGC because this one is probably like a 9.0. This one is probably like a 7.5, 8.0, maybe 7.5. So if the Deadpool, this is New Mutants 98, if the first Deadpool gets voted in, then I will take the higher grade. This one looks good, maybe a 9.2. Secret Wars 8, Origin of the Symbiote. Amazing Spider-Man 252, again, newsstand, again, not in tremendous great shape. First appearance of the black suit in the ASM title. ASM 298, first McFarlane on Spidey, newsstand, not a high grade. Amazing Spider-Man 299, first Venom cameo. I hope you guys are writing this down or writing it in the comment section. First Venom cameo, again, newsstand, not super high grade. And last but not least, again, this one hurts my heart. Amazing Spider-Man 300, probably an 8.0, maybe. But still on the list, maybe even a 7.5 on the list. Feel free to vote for this guy too. So there you go. What did I pay for this collection? Total, I paid $1,500 for this collection. I feel like I overpaid based on the conditions of these books. You kind of saw how much we brought home. A lot of fluff. These are the biggest keys in there. And again, I have them over here. 25 books going to CGC for a pre-screen that I'll, when those come back, of course, I will connect all the videos so you know which collection they came out of. That's it for me in this one. It was a lot of fun, but it was a little bit heartbreaking as well. Remember, guys, in the comments below, the books we just went over, 5. Pick 5. I'm sending 9 to CGC. You guys are choosing it. Top 9 voted are going out. Thank you so much for watching. Hit that thumbs up on the way out. And as always, keep it comics.